Meghan Markle, a name that ignites passion, debate, and often controversy. In recent news, Meghan found herself fuming after being allegedly snubbed from a historic celebration marking America's 250th anniversary, an event where Prince William and Princess Catherine were warmly welcomed by the First Lady and the President. Today, we peel back the layers of Meghan's public persona to reveal the stark reality lurking beneath. Is she living up to her royal title, or is she simply a masterful performer seeking to reclaim relevance? Let's set the stage. According to multiple reports, Meghan Markle called the White House, demanding an invitation after it was revealed that Prince William and Princess Catherine were honored guests. What does this desperate move say about her character? In the world of privilege, it's easy to forget boundaries. Meghan appears to be crossing those lines, seemingly unable to accept her current standing in the royal narrative. Her insistence on forcing her way into events she was scornfully left out of speaks volumes. It echoes a deeper issue, a continual struggle for validation. Meghan's need for attention has often overshadowed the royal values of dignity and composure. Could this be the real Meghan? A woman who feels eclipsed and has resorted to attention-seeking tactics. Meghan Markle, once an acclaimed actress, entered the royal family with a vision to modernize the monarchy. Yet, her journey has been marred by contradictions, constantly blending her roles, but ultimately confused about her identity. Critics argue that she has become a self-styled public victim, leveraging her royal connections while maintaining a foot in Hollywood. She claims to advocate for diversity and equality, yet the narratives surrounding her often reveal entitlement. How can one advocate for those marginalized in society while simultaneously demanding attention as if they are above it? The question remains, is Meghan Markle using her platform for genuine change, or merely to elevate her own status? The launch of the Sussex brand brought promises of groundbreaking projects and influential campaigns. However, many have deemed it no more than a thin veneer over a desperate preoccupation with celebrity culture. With undertones of Kardashian-esque publicity stunts, Meghan and Harry's approach to branding their lives frequently overshadows their philanthropic efforts. Criticism mounts as many suspect these endeavors often aim to distract from personal controversies rather than contribute authentically to global causes. Meghan's public persona seems more about maintaining relevance than truly connecting with her humanitarian aspirations. Public sentiment about Meghan has oscillated wildly. One moment, she's a beloved figure advocating for change, and the next, she's portrayed as the hideous, hopeless Harkle, as one critic highlighted. This intense scrutiny raises a critical question. Are we witnessing a genuinely aspirational public figure, or are we observing an overambitious individual succumbing to public backlash? The fervor of social media amplifies both positive and negative sentiments about Meghan. Yet, she appears to be ill-prepared for this level of exposure and critique, leading to yet another layer of discomfort as she struggles to balance her royal image with her celebrity aspirations. The Sussex brand was born amid promises of innovation and social responsibility. Yet, many perceive it as a glossy facade that hides a deeper ambition, fame, and fortune. The coupling of philanthropy with capitalistic ventures has many questioning the veracity of their charitable intentions. Critics argue that projects like Archewell seem more about building a personal brand than enacting genuine social change. Meghan's engagement with these socially beneficial projects is often overshadowed by commercial undertones, raising a crucial question. Is she truly dedicated to uplifting those less fortunate, or is she merely capitalizing on her former royal status to boost personal fame? This blend of branding and benevolence offers little room for authenticity, leading to accusations of performative activism. Public sentiment surrounding Meghan has shifted dramatically. She elicits both sympathy and vitriol, often reminiscent of the duality of public figures who challenge norms. Does she truly resonate as an agent of change, or are we witnessing a narrative of retribution against an unforgiving monarchy? Her high-profile conflicts with the royal family further fuel public scrutiny. The rapid ebb and flow of public opinion illustrates the consequences of Meghan's actions. For instance, while some rally behind her, celebrating her supposed bravery in confronting the monarchy, others harshly criticize her for the very same actions, regarding them as self-serving. This dichotomy reveals a critical truth. Comfort won't be bestowed upon those who continue to disrupt the delicate fabric of royal tradition. Meghan Markle entered the royal family, aspiring to modernize a centuries-old institution. But what she left behind was often marked by contradictions. Critics argue that her attempts at merging her Hollywood persona with royal responsibilities have led to an identity crisis, one that often confuses the public. Is she a philanthropist, an advocate, or merely, as some have suggested, a celebrity chasing the next headline? When Meghan claims to advocate for diversity and equality, how can we reconcile that with her perception of royal life as a victim? Her narrative of resilience seems to be built on a foundation that capitalizes on her royal ties rather than stemming from genuine selflessness. This contradiction begs the question, does she view her status as a platform for advocacy, or is it merely leverage to garner attention for herself? To many, she is more of a self-styled public victim than a champion of real change, raising eyebrows about the authenticity of her motives. The question remains, is Meghan genuinely concerned about societal issues, or is her desire for fame blurring the lines? The launch of the Sussex brand was touted as a groundbreaking move, an opportunity for the couple to tackle social issues and global causes. However, many have viewed it as little more than a thin veneer for what really seems like a craving for celebrity. With undertones reminiscent of Kardashian-style publicity stunts, Meghan and Harry's lifestyle often overshadows their philanthropic efforts. Despite their proclamations of creating meaningful impact, there's a palpable disconnect between their lofty goals and their personal brand ambitions. Activism and celebrity often clash, and critics argue that their public image is too frequently prioritized over genuine humanitarian outreach. This duality not only complicates their narrative but also risks diluting their message, leaving many questioning the sincerity behind their actions. It appears as if every charitable initiative gets marred by the reek of superficiality. The lack of consistency in their efforts raises doubts about who they truly intend to serve. The repeated insistence on privacy, while simultaneously courting media attention, conflicts with the very narratives they wish to promote. Public sentiment regarding Meghan has oscillated widely. One moment she's hailed as a pioneering figure in the royal family, the next, public backlash paints her as the hideous, hopeless Harkle, as one critical commentator put it. Such volatile perceptions underscore a critical question. Are we witnessing the downfall of a once promising royal, or an individual driven to extremes by an overwhelming desire to be seen? As her story unfolds, social media amplifies both the positive and the negative, marking Meghan as a polarizing figure. In examining Meghan Markle's recent actions, her demand for recognition during a moment that celebrated others, her unclear identity between royal duties and celebrity status, and her complex relationship with the public, the narrative we face is one of clash and chaos. As she attempts to redefine her role, perhaps it is time for her to reflect inward. Does she seek to be a beacon of change, or is she simply chasing the spotlight? Meghan Markle's story raises vital questions about identity, ambition, and authenticity. Will she embrace her place in the royal family and leverage it for genuine impact, or will she continue down a path of distraction and criticism? The choice is ultimately hers, but one thing is clear: the world is watching closely. What will she do next?